It's called My First Real Day as a Human, and as far as I'm concerned, this could be it. I was raised in the monstrous shadow of a Gothic decree, which announced in the stoniest voice, from the coldest, stoniest heart of human parenthood, that if I ever bit anybody, my teeth would be pulled out by the longest pair of needle-nosed pliers my father could find. And if he couldn't find a pair long enough, he'd weld 20 pliers together to create the most efficient and horrific anti-cannibalization tool ever imagined, even by the missionaries. I'd made it 9 years, chewing only barnyard animals, frosted flakes, and candy before I finally cracked. The parents were all dancing their fat parent dance. The pretty aunts and melodic uncles were playing ukulele on the patio. There was a barbecue and homemade sausages on sticks. There were yellow bowls of beans with wide rafts of bacon floating on the top. There was a fine mist of grease, and it was wafting under the door, sliding through the window screen, rising from the subflooring in the room where I was sitting with my smaller, weaker cousin, who began to look delicious, whose chubby left arm began to shine in the slippery light like a pudgy subcontinent of butter. My jaw tightened. My eyes dilated. I drooled on the corner of her Tinkerbell bedspread. She got mad and called me gross. Having watched every Wild Kingdom, every National Geographic special on wild animals, especially and best of all the predators, I lunged, aiming intuitively for the meatiest zone between her elbow and warm little wrist. I bit down hard, the litany of pure body, flesh and teeth, tiger, alligator, pit bull, shark. I thought she would taste more like cupcakes than salt. I thought her skin would submit unto me like heavy cream on peach cobbler. I thought, I am animal, bless me. I am animal, fear me. If they find me with her arm in my mouth, I will scale the fence, perch in a tree, live in the backyard with the coons and the feral cats. I will build a toothy army. They will never take me. They will never take my teeth. When my succulent cousin finally kicked me hard enough to make me yelp and let go, before the sirens of taboo and bad behavior closed in on me, before her mother cuddled and inspected her tender arm, soothed it with soap and water, picked her up and held her close, before my mother grabbed me by the back of my neck, hunting me in my own personal jungle land, punishing me in my own new lair, shaking her totally civilized head in utter repulsion that she had given birth to a juvenile psychopathic hybrid cat-loving werewolf, before failed reason and coerced apology, in that silent, sweaty time zone between impulse and action, where effect becomes history and I, the villain, am revealed. I saw the mark I'd made, a little planet, violently red and round, bordered by deep, uneven trenches, dug with the most primitive implements, and all that was in that world was pain. And I thought, but I am animal, bless me, bless my body, bless the passion and the instinct. I am animal, bless my world. But I knew that I was not pure animal. I was human. I am human. Forgive me. Forgive the rationing mind in its scheming cage. Forgive the greedy choice and the murderous action. I am human. Pull out the worst of my heart, the sharpened, poisoned cannibal part that bites off more than its share. Put it in a jar and feed it to the devil. I am human. Let no one fear me. Bless my body. Bless my world. And if I lunge toward another, and when I lunge toward another, let it only be to love them.